こんばんちは。トルバーブルック続きを配信していきたいと思います。さっきっていうか前回バグってしまって途中でやめました。なので続きをやっていきたいと思います。ここであれなんですよ、ちょっと食卓が楽しそうになってるところを録音しようとしたらね、バグっちゃって、もしかしたらそれやろうとするとバグっちゃうのかもしれないな。じゃあやめとこうかな。これなんだ。
This can must have fallen off the table.
ああ、缶か。こういうふうになんか多分こう集めていって直すみたいな感じかな、ケーブルカーを。
There's something funny about that clock.
時計が変。
There's something funny about that clock.
うっすら開いてるけど、多分扉。
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic.
きっと見る人が見れば何でも指摘になっちゃうのかな。
Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers. Looks a bit shabby.
いや、よくなんかこんな虫がねたくさんいるところをそんなまじまじ観察できるな。
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department.
通報レベル。確かに。いや、子供が見てるのにね、押したらダメでしょ。
Now where would this lead to?
怒られそう、この人に。貸してくんないかな。
Now look at all these fishing rods. Quite the collection.
You can borrow one if you like, but only in exchange for a pawn. They have a tendency to get lost otherwise.
Pawn? You mean deposit?
なんで。あ、そう、バレちゃったんだよね、これ。
Before you even know, the world lies in ruins. I hope this isn't a bad omen.
まあね、確かになんか鏡が割れたりするとなんかあるみたいな。タオルゲット。
What a mess. Nothing appears to be missing.
ひどいありさま。おう、取ったよ。
Fresh air is still the preferable way to dry your laundry.
ハンガーを取りましたけどまあいいか、直すためならしょうがないね。行こう行こう。釣り竿は借りなくていいのかな。借りた方がいいのかな。
Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something that attracts attention but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour.
親切だな。私そういうつもりでやったんじゃないんだけど、なんか録音するのかなと思った。
Would this be an adequate deposit for the fishing rod?
I'm afraid not. It should be something
ダメなの？
that attracts attention but has no real importance. Something you can do without while you are on fishing tour.
どんなもの？釣りの時には必要ないもの。必要なくね？カード
Good
みたいな
morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
強盗を通報したい。この宿すごく素敵ですね。古いケーブルカーについて教えてくれる
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
繁盛期はどんな感じなんですか？娘さんは本当にテレビが好きですね。お兄さんには何があったんですか？それで十分です。ありがとう。なんだそれ。
Being the only guest, I was wondering, going so far.
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off. Anything else I can do for you?
ビールをもらえますか？古いケーブルカーについて。古いケーブルカーについて教えてくれる？
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
フォン・シュルツ男爵はどんな方ですか？何を採掘してたのか知っていますか？さっき話した謎の企業とのつながりは？
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was a flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her. Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining pleasure.
猫って狐みたいなやつ？何を採掘してたのか知っていますか？
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine. So nothing an quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
なぜ鉱山は閉鎖されたんです？
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town. Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
噂がそんなに広まってる感じなんだ。さっき話した謎の企業とのつながりは？
What about this mysterious company you were talking of?
They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circles of power.
銀行でいいのかなこれ？銀行で働いていた人はどうなったんですか？
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
もう一回詳しく話を聞かせてもらえるかな？
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it. They are called a very dubious.
それで十分です。ありがとう。
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
ケーブルカーだけど。
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
ああ。
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
ビールもらえますか？
Buddha, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers.
おうおう。いただきます。飲めないけど私。あ、何？すげえ、すごい飲みっぷり。みんな腰を反らせて。なんか落ちましたよ。よっこらせ。コースター拾った。おお。もう一個ある。なんだ今の取り方。あ、新聞がある。読めない。これはなんか翻訳とかなんか丸がついてるけど、なんか翻訳とかハートがついてるし、なんだろう、いろんなところになんかちょこちょことなんか青いやつで塗られてんのか何なのか、ちょっと翻訳がないからわかんないな。これじゃないし、どうしようかな。
Rock.
勝手に言っちゃダメだろうね、大体。
She seems very focused.
すごく集中してる。
Hey,
あら。
she's almost in a trance.
トランス状態ってまずくないですか、それ。ちょっとチャンネル変えちゃおうかな。
Please don't stand there.
あ、すいません。
Excuse me. Didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set, you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
別世界？そうだよ。いや、そうじゃない。考え方によるけどね。どういうこと？
Depends on how you look at it. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in Star System Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in Star System Omega 3?
近いね。隣のオメガ4にある。オメガ3は脂肪酸の一種さ。ベルリンはブランブンデルクの中心にあるんだ。なんだろうね。オメガ3、私も脂肪酸のことが頭に真っ先に来たけど。
Close. Omega 4. That's right next to it.
So you know the place?
You bet I do.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
宇宙飛行士だよ。波のプールの監視員だ。パラシュートのテスターだ。量子物理学者だよ。なんだろう、急にここに来て本当のこと言うのかな。でもな、嘘ばっかりついてたらよくないと思うけど、どうすればいい？この答えでなんか後に何かが変わるんだとしたらちょっと慎重に選ばなきゃいけないんだけど、ここ本当のこ
I'm
と
a
言う。
quantum physicist.
Quantum what? Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate Rolands into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
たくさんのキャンディーを消せるよ。僕の口座残高のことならうるさいことも消せるよ。いや、そんなこと無理だよ。どういうこと？た さんのキャンディー消せるってそんなすごいことなのかな。どうやってやればいいんだ。
I can make incredible amounts of candy disappear.
I can do that too.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
ああ、実は僕はね、地球で生まれたんじゃないんだよ。君のおじさんは魔法使い？どうしたら教えてくれるんだい？
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
地球人じゃないと証明できたらあれなのかな。
Look, this is the star log I'm using to stay in contact with my home planet. Just met human child Lenny, keeper of a cosmic secret.
Awesome. Is this a Starlock for real? May I please?
My pleasure.
This is Lenny of planet Earth speaking. My uncle had a secret stash hidden under a loose plank in room 3.
Room 3? That happens to be my room.
Room 3 used to be where my Uncle Heinz lived.
And where is your uncle now?
My mom says he is now living on planet No Good.
いなくなっちゃったっていうおじさんだな、きっと。了解。
This muddle of spots and drips is probably telling more about the room's many previous occupants than I'd wish to know.
綺麗好き、潔癖症。わお。
Huh. There really is a hidden stash below.
ていうかベッドの下にもなんかあるような気がするんだけど、これ何？
There's something lying on the floor. It's a massage rod. Somebody must have misplaced it.
なんか人生ゲームの車にの刺す駒みたいだった。
Loads of useless junk. And an almost empty bottle of schnapps. I'll only take the schnapps. Bolts and shoes.
なんだ今のシュナップス。なんだかんだ着実にいろんなものが集まってる。そしたらじゃあちょっとどうした急に。なんで急に一旦こっちあれしたんだろう。
There's something funny about that clock.
一旦外、何これ。
Hey, mister!
Excuse me, didn't mean to.
何したの？なんでマッサージの何かをやるとビーンってなるの？もしかしてマッサージのやつやればよかったのかな。オーナーにあった。
Oh, thanks. For me?
Does this device suffice as a deposit in exchange for the fishing rod?
Yes. Feel free to leave it
や
here.
ったやった。はいはい。
Yes, that sounds like a good deal.
顔つきが怖いよ。
Just be sure to bring it back, will you?
Yes, sir. これ直せないのかな。あ、
what's this? The table stopped wobbling? Oh, thank you so very much. I was hardly able to focus on anything else but this cursed wobblery.
すごいな、コースターなんかで治ったんだ。ふわ
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir?
いい場所ですね。
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
The name is Baron Otto Titan from Truberbrook.
男爵だ。
Tannhauser, pleased to meet you.
Please come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
この辺りのご出身ですか。ご家族やご友人はここずいぶん不思議な場所ですね。
Are you from around these parts?
You may very well say so. I put all my life's work into the well-being and prosperity of Truberbrook. I once was the owner of both, the mines and the cable car. That's all history now.
ご家族やご友人は
Do you have any friends or family?
My spouse left me for good, and my beloved Truberbrook is slowly going down the drain. Only Claus remained loyal to me all these years. Alas, now even he has disappeared.
クロウスって
Who is Claus?
Claus is my tomcat, an angel of an animal. He was the only one to always remain by my side. But now, he's vanished, without a trace. Everything in this world is going down the drain. Mark my words.
心配しすぎでは。クロウスは連れ去られたんでしょうか。散歩に出かけただけかも。
Maybe he just went for a stroll.
I don't know. Claus was always faithful and stood by my side. Then he just disappeared without a trace. You can't rely on anything in this world anymore. Let me tell you. It's just awful.
ここずいぶん不思議な場所ですね。
What kind of a strange place is this?
Well, you should know. This used to be one of the most beautiful spots on the face of the planet. The fair and the fortunate came here for treatment. Travelers and tourists of all fashion. Citizens that weren't occupied in the tourism business found work in the mines. But it's all over now.
まだケーブルカーの鍵を持ってたりしますか？
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now. I need some rest to mourn for Claus.
猫ちゃんを連れてくればいいのかな？
Could you tell me something about the cable car in this town?
Don't bring up the old cable car. I don't even want to think about it.
ケーブルカーの話はしたくないんだ。
Please excuse me.
じゃあ探してこなきゃだね。クローズ。あの猫じゃないの？クロースって。あれ？あ、いたいたいたいた。
Oh my. It
必
looks
死そうな
desperate.
顔。必死そうな顔ってなんで？なんで？なんだろ
We know well enough that cats like to climb. Unfortunately, their bodies seem to be designed for climbing upwards only. Anyway, Beverly, I've spotted a gigantic red tabby in a tree, which, on closer inspection, could in fact also be more like a fox. Assistance may be required.
I'll just try luring the cat down with a mating call. Meow. Meow. No reaction.
reaction.
No reaction なんだそれ。
A beautiful, healthy tree.
急に
Acasoidu platanus, the sycamore maple.
急に木を褒め出した。これなんだろうな。何これ、これ何なんだろ
Cunning. If only I had some kind of projectile.
う。飛ばせるもの、これかな。
Cunning. If only I had some kind of projectile.
違うんだ。飛ばせるもの、飛ばせるもの、タオル、
Soft as a feather.
ああ、なるほどね。
I put a nice, fluffy blanket over the top of that rowboat.
そしてこの猫ちゃんが
Oh my. It looks desperate. It won't be this easy getting close to it.
Cunning. If only I had some kind of projectile.
これだけじゃダメなのかな。飛ばせるものってなんだろう。飛ばせるものってなんだ。まだなんか足りない。飛ばせるもの。
This bucket seems...
違うな。
Looks like it was struck by light. Still looks in good...
違う。
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
ちょっと一旦上行こうかな。まだまだって感じかな。
I met a woman named Gretchen in Truberbrook. She is a fellow scientist. Gretchen studied anthropology in Vienna.
Could you please focus on the task at hand?
怒られた。さあせん。ここにはないな。飛ばせるものってなんだろうな。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
クローズは見つかりましたか。
Any news about claws?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
まだなんか必要だ。飛ばせるもの。飛ばせるものってなんだろう。こんな餌じゃないよね。違う。あ、間違った。
They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently, a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there.
飛ばせるものってなんだろう。
Locked.
ロック。
Before you even know, I hope this isn't a...
なんかないかな。ハンガー。
just a hanger.
ハンガーだけ。外のハンガーも取らなかったっけ。 どうやってめくるんだ。読めないしあ、丸をしてめくるんだけど、何が書いてあるのかが全然わかんない。なんだこれ。わかんなかった。何のことやらわかんなかった。ハンガーだけ？収穫はハンガーだけ。猫ちゃんをどうすればいいんだろう。
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
実は気づいたことが。
I noticed something.
Speak your mind.
あそこのドアずっと閉じたままですよね。
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair. No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with him. Anything else I can do for you?
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser. By the way, the buffet is open. Please help yourself.
ビュッフェがあるってこのこと言ってんの？この虫が楽しそうにしてるこれ？嘘だろ。やばいよそれ。猫ちゃんをどうにかしなきゃいけないのに。猫ちゃんハンガーなんかでどうにかできんのかな。ハンガーしかないよ今んとこ。
Wooden fences always.
はい。いやいやいや。猫。ないんだよな。飛ばせるものって何なの？
Cunning. If only I had some kind of projectile.
飛ばせるものって何なんだろう。飛ばせるもの。これ以上こっちには行けない。謎解きが結構難しいな。
Oh my. It looks desperate. It won't be this easy getting close to it.
この猫ちゃんをどうにかしないと、歩き方がすぎ。おじいさんが話をしてくれないと思うから、この猫ちゃんをどうにかしなきゃいけないんだけど、猫ちゃん大変だな。なかなかに。このバケツ何もできないのかな。この甲冑も全然歩け。なんで歩かないんだ。
There's a selection of vertebrae.
死んだおばあちゃんの話はまあいいや。
There's a clothesline up there, right under my window.
ロープって取れるのかな。ちょっとロープ取れるかやってみて。ダメそうなら違うのを考えよう。 なかなか難しいんだよな。
Fresh air is still the preferable way.
それしか言わないね。ロープのことは言わない。これはなんだ。
The antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
アンテナなんだ。アンテナとこことこれしかできないんだよ。この部屋の中からじゃ。アンテナなん
The
て。
antenna provides TV reception for the guest house.
まあなんかなるってことだろうねきっ 触れるってことは。どうしよう。これ触れないんでしょ。
I don't want to mess up the crime scene.
あ、でも通報するって言った方がいいのかな。通報したいんだけどって言ってみようかな。
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
強盗を通報したい。
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
I will keep you informed.
ケーブルカーだけど。
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
男爵の猫について知ってます？
Do you have an idea what became of the Baron's cat?
After he had lost the mine, the cable car, and his wife, all that remained was a kitten. If you ask me, it was probably a bit too much for the poor creature.
男爵の猫についてもう一度聞かせてください。聞いてどうすんだろ
What was it again that happened to the Baron's cat?
After he had lost them, if you ask me.
う。いいや。
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
それでは。
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
何なのこのさっきからお湯が沸くみたいなこう変な音が聞こえるのは。これテレビのせいなのかな。猫のことはあんまり収穫がなかった。さあ次どうしようかな。猫があれだから今のとこ持ってるものがこれだけじゃ何もできないのかな。ちょっと置いてこう。あ、これ
No, 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 Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
ダメなんだ。これなんだこの箱。
Judging by the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops.
箱。箱を手に入れた。
Danger. High voltage.
ハイボルテージ。
I have to insert a coin
お
first.
金にしないとダメって言ったっけ。学習能力ゼロだな私。
It's glowing red.
ランプが赤。
It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Indeed, Mastermind. Did you already ask around town? Maybe someone there has it.
街ので聞いてみたってなんかたまに日本語おかしいんだけど。街ので聞いてみた。箱。この箱で猫ちゃんを呼べないかな。なんで止まるんだろう。ああ、やっぱ箱はないんだな。
I put a nice fluffy blanket over the top of that rowboat.
これは間違いじゃないのかな。これは間違いじゃないのかな。おお、釣りすんの。
Good idea. I only need some bait.
ああ、餌ね。餌。
Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't return the tuna to the wild as long as it's in the can.
どういうこと？それが餌なの？餌じゃないの？
Good idea. I only need some bait.
なんだろう、難しい。本当に。これは持っているものをただ見れるだけっていう感じ。
Looks cold.
あれは釣り竿があっても餌がない。餌がない。餌どこにあるんだ？そう。ここ入れないんだよね。でも確か釣り餌とか。
Paddleboat rental.
あ、これ
1 hour,
自転車
1
のね、
Deutschmark.
水上自転車のレンタルだった。全然関係なかった。
Hades. Paddleboat rental,
釣り
souvenirs,
道具って書いてある。
fishing supplies. Closed.
閉店中。これはこれ。この木？違う、これ。
Locked.
鍵がかかってる。
I wonder what that is.
鍵かかってる。いや、謎解きが多いな、これ。よし、ちょっとこのお肉、まあ魚は肉なんかじゃ釣れないんだよね、多分。餌どこにあるの？餌。
Small ads, postings, announcements.
They're holding a town fair tonight with a band and a raffle.
Exciting.
エキサイリング。でも猫のこれ張り紙みたいなのしてんじゃないのかな。おじいさん大丈夫ですか？
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
Please come over. Don't waste the opportunity to put up with the company of a lonely, broken old man.
これはもうなんかね、やっちゃったし。
Do you still have the key to the old cable car, by any chance?
Please excuse me, but I need to be on my own now.
ケーブルカ
I
ーの
need
こ
some
とと
rest
なると
to mourn for Claude.
急に。それ
Please
では
excuse me.
困っちゃったな。
The time-traveling machine. Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical perspective.
あの女の子に話しかけてみようかな。ちょっとなんかまた教えてくんないかな。
I need to know what happens next.
次に何が起こるか知りたい。
Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. I'd rather not disturb the little one. She seems very focused.
すごく
I
集
need
中
to
し
know
てる。
what happens next.
何が起こるか知りたい。
Now where would this lead to? Locked.
こんなのは関係ないのか。
There's something funny about that clock.
変だっていう割には何もできないね。謎解きが多い
They
な。
don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there.
失礼だけどね、結構目の前にオーナーいるのに。
She's the landlady here.
Precisely.
何これ。
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant.
むずい。面白いけどむずい。この新聞もね、何なんだかよくわかんないし。セプテンバーファースト。PDGP。どういう意味なんだろう。これ以上なんもない。
Modern cuisine, garnished with spike resembling.
Looks a bit shabby.
他にね、調べるものがないんですよね。どうしよう。
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Tenhauser.
あ、もう警察には話しました？
Have you talked to the police yet?
I gave the officer an outline of the crime. It's only going to be a matter of hours before someone will attend to the issue.
What do you mean, a matter of hours?
The police station is right next town, but as you know, that's quite the distance. We have to be patient. As soon as the inspector has solved his current case, he will start working on yours straight away.
Keep me up to date.
I will let you know if there are any new developments.
それでは
I'll be leaving then.
Make yourself at home, Mr. Tenhauser.
警察には一応言ってくれたと。ただ隣町から来るから遠いってことかな。あの猫をどうにかしなきゃいけないんだけど、その猫をどうする？飛ばすもの。本当に難しくってわかんないよ。
Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster. Must be a local
シー
myth.
モンスター。
I'm not tired.
疲れてないの？タフね。
Hanging dead animals on.
同じことしか言わないし、ここにはもう何もないのか。じゃああの箱は何の意味があるんだろう。ここにもなんかもう何もないよね。なんで急にこっちにパンするんだろう。何の意味が。結構ハンガーとかいろいろ持ってる割に何にも使えない感じ、今のところ。なんだか全然役に立ってないね。
Are you okay? Do you have brain damage?
普通に触っちゃう。
High voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
なんで触ったんだこの人今。
I wonder what that is.
ああ、こんなとこもあんだ。
Locked.
また鍵なの。鍵かけすぎ。鍵かけすぎよ。あちらこちら鍵ばっかり。お、なんだこれハンガー。
I'm sure this will take us up the mountain.
You're a funny man, Tannhauser. I like it.
ちゃうの？かけたはいいけど行きはしないわけね。とりあえずハンガー2つはなくなった。あとは、結局使えるところにしか使わないようになってるから、この棒が一体何なのかわかんないけど、ハンガーは2つ消えた。このおじいさんもね、猫があれしない限り協力してくれなさそう。
Hilarious the Unready.
Conqueror of the... The mysterious village. Who is into this kind of stuff?
不思議な街。
I've already made an entry on this.
Beverly, I just...
はいはい。じゃあ一回録音したところはもうその表示出さなきゃいいのに。紛らわしい。このバケツもね、今んとこ持ってるのはこれで何に使うのかがわかんないけども、もっと隅々まで探してみなきゃいけないって感じかな。鍵がね見つかんないから開けられないとこばっかりだし、とにかく難しい。
A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off.
破れてて見れなくて、他になんか調べるとこあるかな。
The bus stop. There's a regular bus on Saturdays.
土曜日
Every other week.
各種。
The next city. Ah, yes. That's where I am. A beautiful, healthy tree.
Acersuedu platanus, the sycamore maple.
健康で美しい。他はこの
It
猫。
won't be this easy getting close to it. Oh my. It looks desperate.
これがね、
I've already made an entry on this.
またか。
We know well enough that
Hi.
cats like to climb. Unfortunately, their bodies seem to be designed for climbing upwards only. Anyway, Beverly, I've spotted a gigantic red tabby in a tree, which, on closer inspection, could in fact also be more like a fox. Assistance may be required. I'll just try luring the cat down with a mating call. No reaction.
なんでこれだけ飛ばせなかったんだろう。これなんなの？この棒みたい。ちょっと棒の方に行かない。ちょっと。
Cunning. Cunning.
一体何なんだろう。飛ばせるものがあるといいって。本当に放送事故並みに全然わかんないんだけどなんだこの難解なゲーム。どうすりゃいいんだ。おじいさん教えてよ。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
Close.
Any news about Claus?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
見つからない。クロースは見つからない。このテーブルはいつまで調べられるの？
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
おじいさんももうノーコメントだよ。何これ。ああ、それもまたきっとやったよみたいなこと言われちゃう。他にだって調べられるものがないのに。なんて難解なゲームなんだよこれ。
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is... I don't want to take this with me. If anywhere, it belongs in the trash. But I love cheese skewers.
うわ。え、何急に。何を取ったんだろう。チーズの串？これなんだろう。チーズの串なんて取ってどうすんだろう。
I'll save you, my little friend.
うわ、おう。これもしかしてあれかな。釣りの
I
餌。
don't want to take this with me. If anywhere...
そうかもしんない。あ、それで魚を釣って猫を呼ぶ的な。なんか汚いから触らない方がいいかと思って触らないようにしてたけど、触らなきゃいけなかったんだな。よし、これで魚を釣ってみよう。あんなので釣れるかどうかわかんないけど、やってみよう。ちょっと引っかかんないで早くこっち来て。急げ。どこだ。よし。お、セットになった。
Well then, good catch.
どこから出した？すごいしなってる。危ねえ、怖い。
What the? Can opener?
おお、ツナ缶開けるってこと？魚じゃなかったの？まさかのツナ缶だった。
Subject, species reintroduction. Although I can't re...
何を言ってんだろうな。この猫にこれ全部使う。何したの？一体何したんだろう。逃げられちゃった。猫ちゃんどこ行ったんだ。お、完全にキツネだよねこれ。
The cat doesn't seem to like humans.
人間嫌いなんだ。
You like this, don't you?
Ah, 箱。何してんの食べ方可愛かった。おお。あれどこ行っちゃった？クロース。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
クロース。
Any news about claws?
Nothing.
あれどこ行っ
Please
ちゃった？
excuse me.
なんか食べてる音がずっとしてるような気がするんだけど。あれ猫ちゃんどこ？猫ちゃん？どこから音してんのこの音。なんかチュパチュパ聞こえるんだけど。
Wooden fences.
これじゃない。どこ行っちゃった？缶切り？え、
Now it's a case for the metal restorer.
壊したんだけど。ぶっ壊しましたけど。
I professionally disassembled this town's landmark, an old set of armor, in a fit of passion. Note to self, make another appointment with the clinical psychologist.
臨床心理士の予約を入れること。え？なんで来たの？ちょっと待って、歩きづらいじゃん。ちょっと猫ちゃんも見つけてないのにこんな格好して。
I don't want to frighten him.
怖がらせたくない。
I don't want to frighten him.
怖がるんだ。これで一体何するんだ？
Truda would probably not approve of my appearance.
トルードはこの格好気に入らない。誰に見せるんだじゃあこれ。でこんなそば歩いてるのバレちゃうでしょ、おじいさんに。あら、あ、猫ちゃんここにいたんだ。
Meow. Meow.
まだやってるよ。
Meow. Meow.
どういうこと？
Hi.
Hey.
ケーブルカーだけど、泥棒はなんで僕の論文なんか欲しがったんだろう。君はいつからこの町によなんだそれ。
I wonder what interest the burglar has in my paper.
Presumably not the brightest candle on the cake. Who else would steal a paper on quantum physics?
君はいつからこの町に？
So, how long have you been here?
The day before yesterday. Feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here, Germany is a mess.
ならどうやってここへ？
But then how did you get here?
Individual travel. By motorcycle, of
ああ、
course.
最初のバイクの女の人
Why
だこの人。
Truberbrook of all places? It's hard to find. even on a map. But I'm not from these parts, after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now, and when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
確かにちょっと変な感じがする。温かく迎えてくれたけどね、言われてみると。
Something about them seems a bit off, yeah.
Tell me about yourself.
What would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Oh yes, I know the place. I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference, but then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
続けて、それで十分です。ありがとう。
A while longer. In New York City?
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states, Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Catalina, and so on. Then Canada and the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto, Detroit, Chicago. On and on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck there. Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Interesting. Uh-huh. So.
Hi.
Hey.
ケーブルカーだけど。
About the cable car.
キーが必要なのはなぜだっけ？電線は何が問題なんだっけ？本当に向こうへ登りたい？
Question. What was it again that we needed that key for?
We need the master key to get the cable car running in the first place. Why don't you take a look around town? Anything else I can help you with?
ちょっと聞きたい
Yes,
ことが。
I was just about to ask.
ケーブルカーだけど、電線は何が問題なんだっけ？
What was the problem with the power line again?
We have to fix the high voltage power cord in order to get the cable car running. If you touch it, it will fry your synapses. We still have to reconnect the loose ends somehow. Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, I was just about to ask.
ケーブルカーのことで本当に向こうへ登りたい？
And you really want to go up there?
Why are you afraid? Whatever we find over there could be of great importance to the Institute of Anthropology. Come on already! And that cable car looks sturdy enough, doesn't it?
君の職業は何だっけ？どんなオカルトを研究してるんだっけ？よし、何か考えてみるよ。
Okay, I'll try to come up with something.
Anything else I can help you with?
ありがとう。ちょっと聞きたい
Yes,
ことが。
I was just about to ask.
あ、よ。
I just wanted to say hi.
Alright. Don't forget we need to get the cable car working.
じゃあ次。
Meow. Meow.
全然ダメだな。
Voila. There's a current again.
なんで？
I'll just leave it like that.
おうおうおう、すごい変な格好になっちゃって。よし。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
クロウさん
Any
見つか
news
りま
about
した？
claws?
Nothing.
Please excuse me.
クロウスどうしたらいいんだこれ。 あそこまで行ったのはいいけど。ここから動かないんだけど。ああ、動いてる。あ、危ない危ない危ない。はあ。
Oh, I think he passed out.
あ、気を失っただけか。死んだのかと思った。
Now I've got you.
捕まえた。やっと捕まえた。おじいさん、クロースを見つけましたよ。
Is this by chance your cat, Claus?
Oh, my beloved Claus. Where have you been? You look exhausted, old friend.
ちょっと感電しまして。
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
So what's with the cable car?
I used to own the cable car. In fact, the whole mine. Everything was taken away from me. Those maniacs destroyed everything. The cable car, the mine, the whole village.
続けてください。その狂人たちって誰のことです？あなたが鉱山を運営していた。すべてぶち壊したとは。続けてください。
Please go on.
More and more outsiders came to town. What they were actually up to in the mine, no one knows for certain. But after a few years of quick profits, they shut down the place and closed the cable car all together in one go. Just think of it. This was my life's work. They closed down the mines, drove away the people, and turned a once flourishing community into a ghost town.
その狂人たちって誰のことです？
Who are these maniacs you're referring to?
The Millennium Cooperative, a multinational conglomerate of enterprises. Ruthless and unscrupulous. They leave us little family businesses with next to nothing.
あなたが鉱山を運営していた？
You ran a mining business?
Well, but yes, I am the Baron von Zölz, entrepreneur and mining engineer in the third generation, district mayor of Truberbrook Zölz and Truberbrook Düssel, assistant secretary to the municipal council, patron of Truberbrook and the arts, well known beyond the borders of this country.
すべてぶち壊したとは？
What do you mean they destroyed everything?
First, they stripped me of the mine. Then, more and more dubious eggheads and foreign workers started pouring into town, driving visitors away with the gigantic machines.
それは辛かったでしょうね。
These must have been difficult times for you.
I appreciate your concern.
もしよければあのケーブルカーの鍵を貸してもらえませんか？
Would you mind lending me the key to the old cable car?
You've been so kind to me today. You have reunited an old man with his loyal cat. I'd have given you everything. My heritage, my stocks, my startups. Yet all you desire in your modesty is this aged key. Here you are. I can't fathom what you may want with it, but please take it.
あ、鍵を手に入れました。ありがとうございます。ということで、ちょっとどれぐらいやったのかちょっとわからないんですけど、今回はここでやめたいと思います。ケーブルカーのね、鍵をやっと手に入れたので、次はケーブルカーを動かせたらいいなと思います。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。それでは。